Hi again then guys, and welcome to another installment of B-Road Ballers on Forza Horizon 3, and this particular vehicle is an iconic rally-based machine, a very fast one too, and that vehicle is of course a Metro, specifically the MG Metro 6R4, and 6R4, for those who are maybe unfamiliar, stands for 6 cylinders, 4-wheel drive, racing. Now, this particular car is very important in the supercar world as well, because again, for those who maybe aren't familiar with the engine, this engine in the Metro is actually also used in the Jaguar XJ220. So it's a pretty remarkable little engine that can be used in rallying and make the world's fastest car, at least for a period of time. Now, in terms of what this car can do and how it compares to other hatchbacks, well, let's break it down and find out. First of all then, we have the handling, and for the handling on the 6R4, not too surprisingly, I'm going to give it a full 5, because it's a compact vehicle, but at the same time the track is nice and wide, which gives you that cornering stability, and although it has a lot of ride height, the car itself isn't all that tall, so the centre of gravity is still nice and low even when you take it off-road, and have that kind of off-road ability, which many other newer, lower hot hatches won't necessarily have. Add on top of those great proportions and pretty good weight, the fact that it's also really fun to drive and surprisingly beginner friendly just enhances the package and definitely gives it a full 5 as far as I'm concerned. As far as acceleration goes, I am going to perhaps surprisingly drop it a little bit to a 4, and the reason why is because although in fully tuned form it's a monster, definitely, it can easily keep up with any of the other hot hatches, but in stock form, for a car of its power, over 400 horsepower, and for its PI level, it's not quite as quick as you might like. It doesn't launch as strongly, and especially for top-end acceleration, it can be quite easily beaten by some hot hatches with quite a lot less power. As far as top-end speed as well, I kind of alluded to it then with the acceleration, but also the top speed isn't that strong. In stock form, you can adjust the gears and get about 160, 170 out of it, which isn't bad, but again, for its class, it can quite easily be beaten, even by the hot hatches, and in fully tuned form it's pretty good, but the Horizon Edition is the stronger of the two for that top-end speed. So for that top-end speed, I'm giving it a 3. As far as value for money goes, I am going to bump it up again a little bit to a 4, and that may seem surprising given the 125 grand price, but the reason why is because although, yes, it is expensive, it's super saloon money, it is very good, both on and off-road. Not necessarily for straight line performance against everything, but as an all-round vehicle, it's a strong one. And speaking of that kind of use that you can get out of it, I'm going to give the usability on the car a 3. And the reason why is actually fairly similar to the Mustang GT350R and the Camaro Z28, and that is that the class is just so high on both the Horizon Edition and the normal version that its range of use is just that little bit more limited than many of the other hot hatches. It's not bad at what it does, but what it does is very specialised. But overall, as a tabulation of all 5 categories put together, I'm giving the MG 6R4 an overall score of 76. But that's it for this pick overall. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, thanks for watching.